Well, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome back. Still in our 1 week break mid-season, but we got something special for you today. I got Padge with me tonight. How you doing, Padge?
Alright, mate. How are we all doing tonight?
All good.
New concept, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see how it does.
Indeed. In case you've been living under a rock or you're kind of new around here, we are halfway through Season 4, 18 rounds. We've done 9 already. Standings can be found with ! standings in the Twitch chat. However, we decided to have a 1 week break just to allow the season to be broken up a bit, so people can stay fresh for the second half. Hence why this week has been a little bit different. So on Tuesday night we did a 100% race around Silverstone, and that was a long stream, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
Tonight we're doing 5 lap races. There are a few rules stroke format that we need to clear up. So it's been an open invite throughout our league. Anyone can sign up, whether it's league races, non-league races, 81, 82 or NA, and the initial cars they're in are based on their pace and championship position. As you can see, it's realistic performance. So the quicker drivers in our league, for instance, Josh is in the Aston Martin. The perhaps not so quicker people in the league will be in more of the higher up cars. After the first race, whichever championship position they're in this lobby, the people at the bottom will then get the quicker cars. The people obviously at the top with the most points will then get the slowest cars. So every race, potentially, you could be in a brand new car. That's how it's going to go. We'll try and keep up with it as best we can. So 5 laps for each race. There's going to be one-shot quali. So I guess whichever driver you want us to look at in qualifying, you'll have to put that in the chat. Otherwise, me and Padge will just wing it. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, mate.
Cool. If I'm wrong, 1010 and TD will probably put something in this chat and they'll say, "Sun God, you idiot, that's not what we're doing," and they'll explain it. But that's what we're expecting. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Hello TJ, Goldilocks, Rids, Novotech. Anyone else so far? I think that's it. And thank you for the follow, Arthur. Thank you very much. Welcome in.
Oh yeah,
welcome.
Yeah, he's a new guy from Brazil.
Ah, lovely. And he's in the lobby.
Oh,
so
really? I did. Is he?
he's just joined.
Oh no, that's Hunty, that one.
Oh, is that someone else?
Yeah, that's something different.
Well, there we
yeah,
go.
he can race if he wants to. Well, if there's a place.
Yeah, why not? It doesn't matter on the first car. I mean,
Hunty is a friend of CT, and apparently they're like similar pace.
okay.
So we'll find out anyway, I guess.
No, TJ, that is not how it works. That is not the reality.
When's the Aston Martin been the slowest car?
Well, at the moment, it's the second fastest in real life, so you know it's
Oh yeah, definitely.
kind of a weird one. It's yeah, basically, TJ, we wanted to open this up to multiple tiers, so it wasn't just exclusively for AT1. That's why it's on realistic performance. So you could be top of the 82 championship, but theoretically be in the slowest car or the quickest car. So it's not representative, and by no means the people in the Mercedes are the worst drivers here. It's just this group of people, there's bound to be someone that's lowest in the championship, there's bound to be someone that's highest in the championship, if you get me.
Yeah.
We got 17, that's pretty good. And it looks like we are ready to get underway. So chat, I need person to watch in quali for Australia. Sun's out, guns out. Hey, it's not warm enough for that yet.
Oh, I don't know who this Oscar is.
Milestone achieved. 3 consecutive streams this month, sparked a watch streak. Thank you.
Might have randomer join the lobby. Cheeky.
Oh, I hope not.
Yes, Bottom Pascu.
Oh, he always joins off of someone, doesn't he? But he actually
does
might.
He
Yeah, he always tends to join off someone. I'm tempted to say...
Okay.
No, I don't want to get it wrong and accuse someone of... Yeah, I don't know who it is, but... We'll have to see.
Passes in before.
If they take people out this race, then we'll probably just have to get rid. So, Australia race number 1. One-shot quali. In case you're not too sure what that means, you have 1 lap. That's it. If you mess it or invalidate, you are going to be near the back. If you get a decent lap in, you might be near the middle. If you get a good lap in, you'd be somewhere near the front. TJ, if you want a laugh, put me on. Cool. We'll spectate TJ for quali.
I'll try not to laugh too much, TJ.
If you hear Padge laughing, I do not share the same views as him. Oh gosh, I have to do it the manual way. Obviously, everyone on the soft tyre, so we'll forget about that graphic. TJ in the Red Bull for the first of these 5 races. Order is chopping and changing. And the beauty of one-shot quali is one mistake will put you near the back of the field, which means even some of those quicker drivers who maybe are prone to a few errors now and again, or some invalidations, they might find themselves somewhere near the back, and if they're aiming to have a good race, they'll need to pass a load of people, and you've only got 5 laps to do it, so quality is really important here tonight. If anything, you want some of your best laps in the quali session. Hissy's retired, so he'll start at the back. Colucci will start 17th on the grid. It's currently Killian, Wee, CTFD, the top 3 going into the final couple of corners. It's been a solid lap from TJ, who has forced himself now into the top 3. That Red Bull really helping him out as Killian goes fastest by 3/10, deflated Wee ahead of TJ by a 10th. 3/10 back to CTFD, and then another half a second back to Joseph Hales. Hunty, TD, Novatech, Johnny B, Adam. 10-10. A load of invalidations. Josh Killercow. I think Mason as well. Pascu seems to have had a bit of a mistake somewhere.
For a while, Pascu.
He was. I think he was first for the first sector.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good, TJ.
Well done, TJ. You're really good.
Maybe we should spectate you more often. So that's the grid then.
And he delivered.
Killian takes pole number 1 in the theoretically second slowest car. So Killian's feeling fast this evening, it would seem.
That's a great effort, that is, from Killian.
But of course, anything can happen in the race. Only 5 laps, so there's not going to be any tyre advantage or really ERS advantage. It's all about, can you be quick for 5 laps? Can you avoid getting into incidents? That's what it's going to be about tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think damage is off, so I think they decided to go with damage off,
Okay.
which is not a bad choice.
Yeah, not a bad shout at all. Evening, Tucker, mate. I hope you're well. Nice to
Oh,
see
hello,
you.
Tucker. Long time no see. Hope life's treating you well, mate.
Likewise. So, the first 5-lapper here at Albert Park is underway. Killian and Wee on the front row, just like in 81 multiple times this season, as they all head down towards turn 1. Sox and Hissy at the back as Killian goes straight on at turn 2. Deflated Wee takes the lead. Joseph Hale's monster start up to 3rd. As Pascu is already up to 7th place in that Ferrari. Really good start after starting 13th, 14th, I think. It's all a little bit chaotic, as we expected. Oh, and a Ferrari. That's Pascu. I think reset to track. And there's many changes in the opening few places. Gosh, this is crazy. Hales, Novatek, Killian all battling on the opening lap. 10-10 past Johnny B. Josh is already up to 6th after the invalidation in quali. And this is primarily why we have realistic car performance on. So Novatek obviously higher end of 82, fighting with long-term 81 drivers, Joseph and Killian.
Yeah. Josh ahead of Johnny that into the last sector.
CTFD must have had some kind of incident. He was running up in the top 3 off the start, all the way back down to P17 now.
Yeah, a few drivers come together at turn 1.
And I haven't seen a fight. Oh, and contact! Joseph Hales has been hit, I think, by Killian. I'm not sure. It was a bit of a blend of cars. I think Tenton made a bit of contact with his teammate as well. And I think Joseph Hales broke a tiny bit earlier to try and avoid hitting the top 2, but then instead got hit himself. Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But that's what the 5-lappers are about. It's going to be this close throughout the night. And it's all about not making contact, staying consistently fast. Novatek leads the way. AT2 championship leader, I think. Fighting.
I think he's second now, with behind.
Is it CTFD?
Not CT. The other one. Yankee. That's it.
Yankee Bill. So Novatek second in 82 at the minute, facing off against 1010, the NA leader, and
the blade respun.
Oh, and Wee is spun. Oh, and there's more spins for CTFD as well. Possibly some contacts.
Yeah, there must have been. And 1010 looking at passing Novatek.
It's really hard to catch all the action. It's hard to know where to watch. Maybe we'll get used to it eventually.
Yeah,
and Killian spins.
Realistic. These are realistic cars, so.
And now Hissy spins in the Alpine. Gosh, I think people maybe feeling the pressure, having to push flat out for 5 laps, and these mistakes do creep in.
Yeah, Hunty, the new guy's looking quick because he's in the Williams and he's all over TV.
Certainly is. Oh, they're going side by side, and Hunty just had to avoid some contact there. He's lost out to Pascu, who's fighting up the field after turn 1 spin. Killer Cow with a 2-second time penalty for corner cutting.
That's not ideal. Yeah, something
As
different, Tucker.
Novatek leads 10-10 on lap 4, just 2 laps remaining, as 10-10 gets a 2-second time penalty. Obviously, these time penalties with 2 seconds aren't too bad compared to the league racing, but we only got 5 laps to try and pull a 2-second gap, so those time penalties you've got to keep to a minimum. Certainly if you get one, you're bound to lose at least 1 place when the race is over. Good train here behind Kel, TD, Mason, Pascu, Hunty, TJ, Killian, Colucci. Haven't seen a train this big since I was at Bristol Temple Meads a few years back. Now Hissy with a time penalty. Johnny B doing really well up there in P4, gaining on Josh, the 81 leader, I think, or is that we?
It's definitely we at the moment.
Gosh, I'm all facts are
He
rubbish
did take
tonight.
it. No, he did take it like a couple of races ago. And yeah, they keep taking it from each other.
TJ overtakes Hunty, and in the foreground, TD and is that Killian? TD, I think, losing places, having a bit of a spin at the very acute right-hander, and they're all going side by side. TJ just forced to the outside line, gets overtaken by Killian and Pascu. This is certainly crazy. Killian now fighting. Last lap of the race,
that was
Killian.
Quite an aggressive defence there from Pascal.
Oh, and a crash for Colucci. Oh, Pascu, sorry. And he's out. I think he's just retired on track. There is no damage.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think there was
sure
any
he's-
contact with Killian as we were on board in
No.
turn 1. Tencent out in the leads Novatek by 2.4 seconds, and with Tenten's 2-second time penalty, may actually still take this Grand Prix win. Would be very impressive, as this battle is so close now as Killian gets the time penalty. Mason's got one as well, which means Hunty, even though he is being overtaken as we speak, should be okay to keep hold. Oh, bit of contact between Hunty and Mason as they're going 3 wide. Oh, and that was never going to end well. Both Williams off and spinning. Tenten crosses the line in first and keeps the win ahead of Novatek. Josh in third, Johnny fourth, Killer Kel, great race up there in P5. Colucci finishes in sixth, just ahead of Mason. TJ Socks up there in P9 doing really well, and Adam as more spins across the line. And TD crashing into an AI. Well, that was dramatic.
Yeah. Swatching all over there.
So, chat, were you expecting that? I was not expecting it to be that crazy. I was expecting it to be crazy, but not that crazy. I don't think you want to take your eyes off this stream tonight.
No.
So, Tenten from P11 on the grid in the Haas takes the fastest lap and the first 25 points, or 26 points, of the stream. Therefore, Tenten will be in the slowest realistic car for the next Grand Prix, as well as Novatek, who finished second. Josh on the podium, up from 15th on the grid after the quali invalidated lap. Decent race from Josh there. Johnny B, Killer Kel, Colucci, Mason, TJ, Socks, Adam, all getting points. As for Pascu, Hissy, they'll have the quickest car for the next race, and TD and Joseph also in quick cars for the next Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now because they have to drive different cars now.
Yep. If you are in this racing lobby, you need to keep an eye out on Discord, potentially for what car you're going to be in. So we may have a little bit of time switching from race to race.
Yeah, so don't ready yet. Stay away.
Yeah. Me and TD about to cook. Husky not racing next race. Was the
I don't even know who he is. Not sure who.
He's a friend of someone, and he
Yeah.
joined a couple of the league races, but didn't race.
Yeah.
So I think he must have just seen his friend online and thought, I'll just join. But yeah. So expect to see everyone kind of bunched together in new cars. If it helps TD or 1010, you can always switch to player car and then get everyone out of the cars. Just to kind of reset the constructors. And as you can see, next on the calendar we have Canada. So we go from a very fast-flowing, high-throttle Australian Grand Prix to a very tricky Canada track, which is tough on track
Technical,
limits.
isn't it? Yeah, it is very tough, this one.
Here are the tracks for today. The 5 chosen are 5 of the 6 that we're not racing at in Season 4.
Yeah, it's a good plan, that was.
So, Australia, the Carnage track from now on, is our first. We've got Canada, Silverstone, Austria, and Monza on the calendar tonight. It looks like 1010 is posting a list of all the cars everyone needs to be in the Discord. So if you haven't already, get your Discord up, and whenever 1010 posts the car list, hop in your new car.
Hopefully it doesn't change the points.
It shouldn't if you stay in the lobby,
Oh, that'd be good.
but you know.
It did back in like 2009, I think. On PlayStation.
Right, let's catch up with some chat. Rinse OMG, what a mash! Love that. Sweating all over already. Well, that's. I think Novatech needs to get a fan in his racing room.
Yeah, it's great format, Taka.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We've had a few different ideas for social races, but essentially this could be the better one.
Yeah, Tencent come up with this one, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. And, having to sort it all tonight, which is very good of him. Thank you for your patience. Sound like you to be ambitious, TJ. You know, and then they clean. Kidding.
But there are going to be a few breaks. It's the first time we've done something like this format, so it will take a little bit longer the first couple of goes, but towards the 4th and the 5th race, I imagine they'll probably be a bit quicker getting the cars out. But it looks
I'm
like...
used to this in 5 lap races anyway. My worst race.
Is tactical bumping okay in this? What we've said is for the 2 social races this week, including tonight, any incidents can't be reviewed by stewards and penalty points on the license for the league racing. But if there's people taking people out on purpose, then we basically have the power to have a chat with that person and say, listen, this isn't on. It's not a league race, but that's still not cool. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But certainly we don't condone any dirty racing anyway.
Yeah, we expect people to like race fairly and respectfully. Because, you know, even though it's a bit of fun, you don't want to be taken out, do you?
I can concentrate for a full 50% race. I'm just consistently bad now. Honestly, 5 lappers are different gravy, and you might think, well, it's only 5 laps, it's not too challenging. You need to be really consistent in those 5 laps, because out of all the 15, 16 drivers, one of them's bound to make no mistakes. So if you make any slight mistakes, then they have a huge advantage on you. So yeah, it's harder than you think. Obviously, time penalties will play a big part as well.
Yeah, especially at this track.
Hey Gary, how you doing, mate? If I can last 20% of this race without getting a track limits penalty, I'll be thrilled. TD's rear diffuser is being shafted on the last one.
We don't mind that, TJ.
TD probably does.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for doing so well in Habitat.
We still got one shot quali, remember? So, you know, winning this championship is going to be... It's not about what car you're in, it's about how consistent you are. Even if you have the worst car, but you're driving phenomenal the whole night, there's not going to be many people beating you on track. So, it doesn't really matter what car you're in. Clean racing unless it's with TD. People swapping out cars now, so I assume the list has been posted.
Yeah, 1010's done it now. 1010's got his favourite car now. Wow, Ineco cars, the Williams. It's already equalled the novices record of winning 6 races in a season, which is crazy.
Is that Noah's record?
Yeah, that was the most that anyone's ever won. Josh holds the AT1 record of winning 7 races in a season. If he wins one more at 10-10, he would have equalled that.
Does Ross not have a record for most?
Ross has 6.
Oh, he has 6, right.
Yeah.
I thought Ross was pretty much guaranteed to win that one.
Yeah. In a single season. Right.
So, at this current rate, we're looking like we might be finished around 10 PM? Unless these gaps between lobbies slow down a little bit. 10 PM tomorrow. No,
It could be T-Day, it could be. It's a good job it's only five races and not 10. Good show to do 5.
So those are the cars they're going to be in for the next Grand Prix. 10-10 leading the way in the slowest car possible, the Williams. Novatek and Josh, teammates tonight in the Aston Martin for Canada. Johnny B and Killer Kel are going to be in the Haas car. AlphaTauri for Colucci and Mason, whereas Alpine teammates for TJ and Sox. It's an 81 and 82 pairing in the McLaren with Adam and Wee, and Hunty and Killian have got the Alfa Romeo CTFD and Joseph Hales. Did have the Mercedes, that still do, and TD has the Red Bull. I'm not sure why Hissy's in the Williams though. I think Hissy probably should be in the Red Bull.
Yeah. I think he retired from the last race, didn't he? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Not sure how that works.
I don't know, maybe if you DNF you get
Yeah, that's one thing.
you get the slowest car.
Good work, 10-10. Probably be easier to do the next one if everyone knows what to do on the next one.
Yeah, the first couple are always going to take a bit more time.
Not everyone reads the announcements as well, and I like to see.
True. Josh and I are in the Red Bull from Wish. Catastrophe incoming. Potentially.
Going to be a lot of invalidations, I feel.
How many invalidations do we think, chat? We've got 17 drivers. How many invalidations are we saying in quali? Get your thoughts in the chat nice and quick. And if anyone has any idea of who I should spectate in quali, let me know now.
Do the new guy, Rusty. I reckon 10.
You think 10? Gary thinks all 17 are invalidating.
Oh, that would be great.
Imagine. That would be just so bonkers. TJ thinks 8. Tucker thinks 4. And Tucker, thank you so much. Subscribing with Prime.
Oh,
thank you very much, mate.
See that, mate.
Did not have to do that, but thank you so much.
What legend.
If you don't know what Prime is, if you're linked with Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account. You get 1 free sub a month to any streamer. So you can stream with 12 different people for a calendar year. But thank you so much, Tucker, for choosing us. Appreciate that.
Legend,
go on board with Johnny B.
You're a legend anyway. So you're a legend.
Colucci, Novatek, already retiring from the session, potentially with early invalidations. And in case you're wondering, if you invalidate at the earliest point, you get sent to the back. If you invalidate at the last corner, you may not be in such a bad position. So far, Killian and Cal are fighting over pole. Johnny B doing pretty well in the Haas car. In the top 5 right now.
Was there.
And how many invalidations through that chicane? I don't think there was many. Killian then goes pole by a 10th. Oh, and there come the invalidations. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
wow, how many was that?
11, didn't I?
We may have had 8, you know. Potentially TJ's called it. So, only 7 got lap times on the board, and even though Hissy and Mason's lap time weren't particularly blistering, they're still in the top 7. As for
10.
10 invalidations. Wow. And obviously Adam Hunty probably invalidating around the last chicane. We know Colucci and Novatek retired pretty early on. And Joseph Hales has no setup. Wow. That's really going to help you out.
He's got a habit of doing that.
Around Canada. It's Killian Josh and Killer Kel, top 3 here in Quali.
You break when you just tap the car ahead, TD.
Even if I'm not involved in the league anymore, it's still the best stream to watch with the legends. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. I appreciate the... I'll take the free compliment, you know. Hitting the wall at the final chicane isn't ideal. That's what I chose to do.
With the legend Tucker.
TD doesn't know where to brake. TD, in case you don't know, has decided to turn no line off this week. So, for him, these next 5 races are going to be guess where he's braking.
Wow, maybe to the end of time, maybe.
But once you get used to it, there's kind of no turning back, really. You're kind of set on the no assist game. As they set off, and they're already 3 wide. Oh, bit of contact with Hunty, I think, going into the back of Mason, and Joseph Hales 3 second time penalty for a collision with TJ Steely and Josh.
Hales come together with Josh.
Saw Josh round there, and contact with Cal, who's still getting back up to racing speed as Josh makes a move on TJ. Oh, and CTFD's hit TJ. Just saw it into the chicane.
He's not having much luck lately, TJ, is he?
Well, I mean, it's just a bit of fun, the 5 lappers, but obviously it's very frustrating when...
Yeah, it is.
When you get a little bit of a nudge. I'm sure no one means it, but it obviously is very frustrating. Killian, though, seems to be running away with this one at the minute. Can Sox hunt him down in the quicker Alpine. 1.7 is the gap at the moment after lap 1. As we've got a big fight going on. And Novatek has had a big moment. Not too sure exactly what's happened, whether he was been hit, but he's sideways on a big straight, so... maybe some more contacts happening.
Disconnected.
Oh, well, that's not good news for we. Have a look at the position changes, then obviously with Josh and Kel drop it. Oh, as Tenton drops it!
Oh,
he just dropped it into turn 5.
He's human.
He's human. You can't make a mistake in the NA League races, but
no.
Seemingly every other race he's happy to make a couple of mistakes here and there. It's down the inside of TD goes Josh, but TD swings it around the outside there. No problem with the racing line off there for TD. Colucci on the back of Deflated Wheeze, Ghosted AI. Hunty, really good start up 5, now into 4th place. It's Deflated Wheeze AI is getting a bit of a battering. DRS now enabled as Killer Kel joins Joseph, CT and TJ. Time penalties.
Yeah, he just has to try and keep it clean.
Colucci, the biggest gainer so far in this race, up 8 places from 16th on the grid. And Mason trying to switch back on Hissy, who's running up in 5th place at the moment. But here comes Mason, DRS open, and gets that move done. Pretty straightforward overtake. Killian, though, leads Sox by 3.3 seconds.
Yeah, Sox doing well.
Big train forming. Could turn into a rather large DRS train. Might be almost impossible to make a move unless anyone makes a big mistake here. That's TD with the time penalty. Hunty also getting a time penalty this lap. Currently running up in 4th. And the big pile up.
It's Adam lost it and he collected a couple of drivers.
Yeah, Colucci had nowhere to go.
Oh, CT into the back of Hissy.
Oh, and this is everything we thought it might be. TD's got a 3-second penalty for an illegal overtake. There's not much we can do about that, as CTFD
might be able to remove it for the next race. Yeah.
Maybe. I guess. Internet died, says Deflaywee. At least I miss Canada.
Nah, it was planned. I can tell that was planned.
Your internet just has your back.
You're just going to die again at Monaco.
Novatek and TJ fighting. Used to seeing that in AT2. Nice drive from Sox, certainly is.
Yeah, he's improving all the time.
As in the foreground, we got Killer Cow, CTFD, side by side. And CTFD defends that position pretty well. Novatek, 2-second time penalty. Already pretty much half the grid on time penalties, and we've still got one more racing lap to go. Killian, you can already see on your track map approaching the hairpin at the end of sector 2. He has absolutely bossed this. He bossed quali, he got a good start, and he should pick up 4 points barring any more mistakes. A bit closer for the podium, although Hunty with his time penalty will probably miss out on Johnny B in 3rd. Your internet's back now, how convenient. Well, your AI is in 12th, so you won't get any points for this race as Killian crosses the line a full 6.5 seconds clear of Sox, who's on the podium alongside Johnny B. Hunty in 4th, Mason and Colucci.
Joseph, hey, cutting the chicane there, very cheeky.
Oh, did he? I missed that.
Yeah, I got it, yeah, I saw it.
So Mason 5th, Hissy goes up to 6th on penalties. Then we got Josh Weeze AI getting 4 points. Maybe Deflaywee has bribed EA or Codemasters. Novatek got taken out. I'm sure that's not the last time we're going to hear someone's been accidentally taken out tonight. And I've not thought about this before now, Padge, but should we do a driver of the day for each Grand Prix, or should we do a driver of the day for the whole 9?
Yeah, do one for each race if you like.
Okay. So
the first one, who would you give that one to?
I'll have a think in the break.
Alright.
But let's do driver of the day for Canada. Very easy to say Killian, fastest lap.
Yeah, and
very
Sox.
Quick. Sox has been very good. Hunty drove very well as well. Who do you think, Padge?
Oof. I think we give Sox driver of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe we choose one each.
Oh. There's too many drivers of the day.
Yeah. Alright.
Sox or Killian? I'll let chat decide. Sox or Killian? For different reasons, but both very deserving of that crown. And so, Australia, who can we give driver of the day to?
Well, Tenton won, didn't he? No,
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, I'd be happy to give it to Novatek, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. Australia driver of the day, we're going for Novatek. Oh, and look how close it is at the top there. Johnny B leading the championship. Got Killian and Tenten behind with one race win each with a fastest lap. But Johnny B seems to be the most consistent driver right now. Can you vote for yourself? Sure. Why not? Guess I should put a bit... I'll put a poll up. That'll be easier.
The Riddler is socks, by the way.
Yes. I'll put a poll up, chat, so it's a bit easier.
Make sure you give some got a tip there on the top.
Cool, you got 2 minutes for Canada driver of the day. Make sure you get your vote in. Now, I don't think this will be posted to the YouTube channel. But, chat, if you want this to be on the YouTube channel, you've got to let us know in the chat. Because Padge is the awesome person who uploads all of our YouTube channels, videos.
I
If you don't want it on
like
there?
the highlights. I don't mind doing the highlights for the 100% one we did.
Okay.
That's only if people want to do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Chat, let us know. Do you want to see, one, this stream posted to YouTube? And two, do you want to see a highlights video for the 100% race we did on Tuesday night? Yeah. And it
Because
looks
we have a
like...
memorabilia, don't we? Playlist. I mean,
like a throwback.
yeah.
Yeah. And the team list is out on Discord, so we're getting a bit quicker, which is good news. Driver of the day coming to an end. Currently 9 votes for Socks and 5 for Killian. So unless there's any last minute change of plans, looks like Socks is going to take... I'll need to write all this down as well. Let me get a
Oh yeah.
a notepad. I'll get a notepad and...
That's the most votes I've ever seen.
I know. And with 13 votes, Socks, driver of the day for Canada. What a mate.
Unlucky, mate.
Well deserved. 17 votes and 13 people watching.
Yeah.
I may have put additional votes on, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Everyone can use their channel points to do more votes. I love to see them on YouTube. Try to watch them back through YouTube when I can't watch it live. Okay, Tucker. I guess if no one else comments, we might upload it.
Yeah, I'll see what everyone says about it. It's felt very weird this week not doing any races. Like league races, you know.
Yeah, certainly. Actually, it's been rather strange, but
Yeah. Like on Tuesday, I felt like a Sunday to me for some reason.
right. We're at Silverstone for the next race. Johnny B leading the championship. Killian, Tencent, Josh, all familiar faces up there in the top 4, but then we got some perhaps unexpected front runners as well. Sox, Novatek, Mason, Hunty, still well within the fight. And still got 3 races left, so that order can completely change just in this race alone. We've got some quick 81 drivers on no points right now, so we'll be in quick cars for this race.
It's going to feel very weird for some of these, especially after going for a 100% race and then to doing a 5-lap race.
I'm on heavy fraud watch tonight. That is not true, CTFD.
Set up, Joseph, set up.
81 drivers with 0 points for a bit of a fraud. I disagree. 5 laps produce... It's a different challenge. League races are difficult because there's so many laps and you've got to make sure you're not making mistakes. But say you're 3/10 slower per lap than the leader, but you make no mistakes, you can still get a podium. Whereas here, if you're struggling 3/10 a lap on the leader, you actually might lose some valuable points. Let's spectate Hunty. Oh, that's Killian. Oh, the order's changing. This is... There we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're very used to seeing Silverstone not on the Season 4 calendar, which I know a lot of people were disappointed at. It's just such a fan favourite track, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great track.
And very well placed for a 100% race as well, as we saw on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Silverstone or Austria, both would have been good for 100%.
Currently, Deflated Wheat leading the way in the McLaren, Joseph Hale second in the Mercedes, Colucci, CTFD, Killian, Hunty in the top 6. As things stand towards the lower end, we've got Josh, Hissy, Mason, TJ. TD might be a bit more at home on this track after doing 50 odd laps on Tuesday night with no line here at Silverstone. And as they cross the line, it's going to be Joseph Hales by a couple of 3/10 of a second. Flateway in P2. Colucci third on the grid. Nice effort there. Killian takes 4th, just ahead of Adam and just ahead of Hunty. As CTFD will start 11th and 6 invalidations.
Yeah, this must be what Colucci's one of his best tracks, because he seems to be very competitive on this track.
So CTFD there with mistake, as well as 10-10. Bit off the pace, but 10th and 11th I'm sure is way better than the back of the fields. 5 invalidations, correction. Hissy, TJ, Mason, TD and Josh. Josh doing well so far. Joint 2nd in the championship, but has to start at the very back. While Killian, who he's tied with, is up there in P4. And our championship leader, Johnny B, currently in 8th place on the grid.
Yeah,
so
can all change.
Everything can change here. Killian has
Stuff
another
like top
good.
10.
If Killian has a good race this time around, we'll have probably quite a big lead going into the next race.
Yeah, very true.
2 seconds off AU. What does that? What does that mean, Novatek? I'm not too sure. TD says would have been P3 with this lap. So that's Too bad. As we get going, it is Deflated Wee and Joseph Hales, an all-English pairing at Silverstone on the front row. Got a Hunty pulling out to the very extreme inside. There's wide. We got Adam at turn 1. Oh, Hunty's had a bit of a spin at the first corner.
Yeah.
Adam's got a 2-second penalty for a collision. Oh, as Colucci slightly forced wide. I want to spin for 10-10 at turn 4 as well. So 10-10 dropping places. Here comes Colucci now looking down the inside of Socks, who once again is up there in the top 3.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Novitek Johnny B, good start for a championship leader so far, up to 6th place, but Killian currently will take the championship lead if he maintains that 2nd place. Joseph Hales threatening slightly to run away with this in the opening lap. And Deflated Wee's had a big issue somewhere. He's dropped to 11th. I wonder what happened.
2-second penalty. Yeah, he's looking to get by TD, I think, to play with, but TD with good sprint speed.
Josh mashing the ERS button as far into his wheel as he can to get enough speed past Mason now.
Oh, Deflated Wee and TD come together.
Oh, and would you believe it? Two very quick
unlucky.
81 drivers colliding.
I think they're in a party together as well.
Well, that will make the party a bit spicy. Potentially.
Yeah, very spicy.
Quite scared to join after the race.
Yeah.
Lap 2, Joseph Hales has a 1.1 second advantage just in stand. That's good news, because next time around they get DRS activated. And of course, if you are a second or more behind the car ahead, you won't be able to use it in the DRS zones.
Novitek looking at getting by Colucci.
Oh, and Novitek! He's doing a Hamilton! Thankfully,
wow.
no contact with Colucci.
Thankfully, yeah.
And he'll get through cops safely. Deflated, we had a collision with Joseph into turn 3 on the opening lap. Thank you, Tucker. You're a very astute streamer.
Yeah, I miss Tucker streams.
Me too. Battling at the back on the hanger straight between CTFD, TJ and TD. The CTFD gets a time penalty at the exit of Stowe corner. It's all pretty close, Johnny B. Let's see. Up into 6th place now. Colucci's right on the back of Socks. 81 versus 82. Currently, 82 is ahead. But for how much longer? The DRS is open.
Inside.
And down the inside of Brooklyn's, Socks tries to stick it around the outside, but there's just no feasible way he can defend that position there. But if he can hold on through Maggots and Beckett's, he'll get some more DRS back at Colucci. As Joseph Hales extends his lead to Killian by 1.7 seconds now. And let's have a look at the positions gained. Everyone in the top 9, with the exception of Colucci and Joseph, have gained positions, and everyone in the bottom 7 have lost at least 1 position.
Socks gonna have a go. And Colucci. Not quite.
Deflated Wheat getting past Mason down the inside of Stowe corner. 10-10 looking to get past Adam as they start the 4th lap. And thank you for the follow, Bofar. Really appreciate that, bro.
Thank you. You've seen that name somewhere before.
Yes, he is my older brother.
Oh, right. Hello. How you doing?
We're due a catch up.
Yeah.
Deflate away getting down the inside of Johnny B into Brooklands, overtaking our current 5-lap championship leader. In case you are just tuning in, we got five 5-lap races tonight. On realistic car performance, those at the bottom end of the championship will be given the quickest cars. Those at the top end will be given the slowest cars. Johnny B currently leading the championship by 1 point. Killian, who is in second at the moment, is tied second with 1010, who is in 12th. Novotek
Yeah.
battling with Hissy.
Novotek.
Scotland getting past the Netherlands at this moment in time. Joseph Hales starts his final lap of the race, 2 seconds ahead of Killian. Killian won't mind too much. There's a bit of weaving going on from Hissy and Novotek as Deflayway and Josh battling in the background, and across the grass goes Novotek. Might have some dirty tyres coming out of turns 3 and 4. Might present an opportunity to Josh and who's looking for a tight line through turn 4. And I have to say, that was a brilliant move. But can he make it stick?
And Novotek's flashing as well, so they both might get in as well.
I have to say, I've never seen a move like that from Wee. He was hardly alongside into turn 3. Turn 4, and he's still got the move done.
Yeah.
I guess it's that McLaren power with the realistic car performance. That's where the advantages come into play.
Ooh, that's a brave move from Deflayway.
Novotek always trying to fight it. Last thing you want is to get any kind of contact and ruin the rest of your race. And still fighting. This time Josh getting past Novotek, who's dropped to 8th now, but still gaining positions from his grid start. Joseph Hales, though, strong contender for Silverstone Driver of the Day. Killian finishes in second. Colucci on the podium and Sox in P4. Hissy, strong drive up into 6th. Josh, though, the main gainer, 11 places this race. Mason, Novotek, Johnny B and Deflated Wee in the points for Silverstone.
That's just terrible.
It's a catastrophe. No, that was bad.
I'm not going for who's.
Josh for Driver of the Day. We'll get a new poll out.
Yeah, definitely Josh. Sox had another good one, and Colucci had a great race as well.
Certainly did. Let's get this poll up. So Joseph Hales wins. Who do you think should be in this poll? Padge.
Ooh,
Colucci.
Yeah, Colucci.
Joseph.
Yeah.
I think Mason.
Yeah.
Up
Mason.
7. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think 3's enough.
Yeah, 3 is enough.
There we go. Got a couple of minutes to wait for that. Doing Driver of the Day for each of the 5 lappers.
Like you batting.
So, the end of our 3rd race, and we're about 1 hour 6 into the stream, so we may actually finish a bit early.
Yeah, I think the first one, everyone was confused a little bit after the first race.
I think now we've got into the swing of things. We're all good. So, Johnny B, finishing in 9th, won't be championship leader any longer after this Grand Prix. Killian will take that honour. Hunty, CTFD, TJ, Adam, 1010, TD finishing out the points on this occasion. And there you see Killian's championship lead now 12 points. Socks in second, Josh in third. Johnny B still maintains a top 4 slot. 1010 failed to score in the last 2 races after that impressive win in round number 1. Joseph Hills now up to 6th place after that race win at Silverstone. Colucci, Novatek, Mason well in the points, as well as Hissy and Hunty. And driver of the day for Silverstone is Joseph Hales. Congratulations, Joseph.
Well done, Joseph. Killian doing very well, but obviously the Williams now. And so that'd be interesting to see how they get on in this one.
Look at Discord. Okay. What am I looking at? Oh. Right. Okay. He did, but he spent 5k channel points, so, you know, the more you watch the streams, the more you get channel points. You can spend them on stuff like that. It's, you know, it's legit. It's kind of perks of watching the streams, I guess. Put me in a Red Bull, man. Bofar, if you're still here, how did you find me on this league? I'm curious. I'm thinking. Have I told you about IIRL before? I can't remember. Wait. It's better. Yeah, he dropped a follow 8 minutes ago, Tom. You can't. I can't. To be fair. Yeah, that's. Oh, it's like a little HLR reunion. Gosh. So everyone in their new cars, you can see them on the screen right now. Killian and Socks leading the championship first and second in the Williams. Josh and Johnny in the Aston. 1010 Joseph Hales in the Haas cars after winning one race apiece. Colucci, Novatek in AlphaTauri, Mason Hissy Alpine, Hunty and Deflated Wee once again in that McLaren. Steely, CTFD, Alfa Romeo, Mercedes for Adam and TD, and someone I believe has left.
Oh, that's a shame.
But I'm not sure who. So only 16 now.
Killian and Socks are in a boat, Williams boat. I think maybe TD will swap cars.
Get streaming for IRL. I'm so glad this is an exhibition. I've not raced this bad in a long time. Hey, listen, it's just a bit of fun. And, you know, this don't really mean anything. It's just a bit of fun. Don't worry, mate. Me and 1010 had a couple battle at the end. I'll show you at the end. Okay. You like the AlphaTauri? Nice one, Novatek. No one left. There was a gap in 12th place in the championship. I'm not sure who it belonged to. Sorry, this is the best. I'm really glad you enjoy it because we've never done anything like this to this extent. So if you guys enjoy this, we will do this again. I promise you we'll do this again.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very tricky track, isn't it? Turns 1 and 3 up the hill.
Yep. Invalidations
Yeah,
could come into play.
Instance.
And we're expecting to see a lot of people side by side. Easy to go side by side through turn 3, turn 4. Let's spectate. Let's spectate Adam. Oh, a bit of a snap there for Adam, out of turn 3. Easy to do.
Everyone's still on their laps.
Yeah, we won't see the invalidations pop up until they cross the start-finish line. Maybe we'll get an invalidation prediction up.
Yeah,
for
Johnny,
next quali.
Hunty and Mason have been invalidated so far.
Currently, Deflated Wheat leading, and TD in P2 on no line.
Wow.
Adam, good end to the lap, up to 4th. 2 people ahead of him, invalidated at the very end.
Yeah,
And,
last corner.
Due to the nature of Austria, all the lap times flew on the board, and the session ended. The Deflated Wheat gets pole by 2/10. Killian, our championship leader, up there in P3.
And then Williams, third.
Adam, 4th place. Pretty good lap there. Hissi, Colucci, 10-10, Joseph and Sox all keeping it clean, and that puts him in the top 9. Only 7 invalidations, which is a lot more than we saw at Canada.
Yeah, very good.
Novatek would have been
coulda.
P5 with his lap, so that would have been somewhere between Adam and Hissi. So, there we go. Race number 4 is about to get underway. I guess it's the only chance I'll get to say this in my life. We have 619 followers. Booyakasha. If you know the reference, you know the reference. Invalidated again. So amazing from me, says CTFT. Not even half a tenth. To answer your question, I saw you were streaming last weekend, so I tried your channel, but saw you had IRL races on there, so searched IRL. Found your big ginger beard on a reveal stream.
Oh,
and
jump start from Johnny B.
Oh, well, they'll have to serve that. Oh, and a bit of a swipe from Wee on CD. Oh, this driver's flying off everywhere.
Oh dear.
I think Adam's gone off at the inside of turn 1, and I think Joseph went off at the outside of turn 1. They're all going, jockeying for position. It's like a... Oh, it's just a pen of sheep really at the moment. All very close to each other. Sox and Novatek going side by side into turn 4. Novatek breaks later and overtakes around the outside. In the opening lap, a big train from TD in P2 down to Johnny in 13th. This could end in any order, and I'm sure in the next couple of laps we're going to get some time penalties on the board as well, as Hunty is looking for a move on Josh. And
yeah, I think he could be a good 81 reserve from what I've seen so far.
And Johnny B comes into the pits to serve that drive-through.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Josh in the Aston Martin, similarly paced to Sox in the Williams. Side by side, nice move from Josh around the outside of turn 3. Got Mason and CT side by side in an 82 duel right now. And Hissy lying in wait.
CT takes the place.
Out in front, Deflategui leads by 1.1 seconds. TD holding his own at the moment, holding off Killian, Colucci and 1010, who are all in the top 5. Then we've got TJ leading this train of Novatech, Josh, Sox, CTFD, Mason, Hunty, Hissy, Hales and Adam. And CTFD just running a bit wide. Or was that Hunty? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, a couple of them, I think.
Lap 3, DRS is now enabled, so Novatech has distinct advantage. Tito doesn't have the rear wing open, as Adam has decided to retire in the pits.
Yeah, okay.
And here comes TJ fighting back now into turn 4. As what has happened to Deflategui? He's dropped to 8th, and TD now leads this race.
Wow. Yeah, he was leading when Deflategui.
I think something happened at turn 3 or turn 4.
Oh, Josh has had a spin as well. Or maybe he had to come together with someone.
Perhaps. Positions gained, obviously. Deflategui now getting past CTFD into turn 1. There's a huge train forming behind TJ. They're all lining up to try and get past that Alfa Romeo into P5. Novatech and Deflategui going side by side in 3. Ooh, a bit of a nudge perhaps, or maybe a bit of lag going on. Sox attacking and defending at the same time against both Alpine cars. Bit of a wiggle for Hissy. Keeps it on the road as he's going side by side with Hunty. Hunty does really well to keep it around the outside, gain some momentum.
TD's done a lot this season to give Killian a tow, but you won't be wanting to give him a tow this time.
And Deflategui, oh, he's lost it! Out of turn 9.
Oh.
He was going for the move on, I think, CTFD or Mason, or no, one of them 3. They tried a switchback, and it didn't quite work, and he just lost the rear end, and it went.
Oh, Killian gets by TD, but it's not over yet.
Change for the lead. Can TD fight back? Has the inside line. Killian gives him the inside line. TD not quite close enough to go down the inside into 4.
Only one penalty as well.
Yes, I'm very surprised. And this is the final lap of the race. Killian, the championship leader. TD really close here. No ERS to play with. TD looks very comfortable. I wonder if he's turned the line back on.
Nah, I don't think he has. I think he's just
big crash across the line. Love to see that. TJ comes across after defying all odds to defend from those many drivers and come away in 5th. That's very good. And Deflategui always had more issues at turn 9. Not his favourite corner here tonight. Nice donut from Joseph. Great racing in Austria. Hit socks off. Who hit socks off? I'm missing a lot of stuff tonight. I guess I can't help it.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
I may have done an oops, says TD. Oh, did TD hit Wee? Is that why we lost the lead? Oh.
Revenge.
Revenge. So, Hissy with the fastest lap, and that is the most satisfying fastest lap you will ever see in your life. 1 minute 7, exactly. I'm tempted to give him driver of the day just for that, to be honest.
Was that Hissy?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, why
dear.
not?
TD gave Wee a hit.
Why don't TD?
So, who are we thinking for driver of the day?
Ooh, like between, I would say TD, 1010, TJ Steely, Hissy, who got the fastest lap.
I think if TD hit Wee, then I'm not giving him driver of the day.
Oh, there you go, TD.
I think... But Colucci, 1010 and TD.
Yeah, and TJ, then a good one.
Yeah. Right. There we go, 2 minutes. You've got your poll. If you have channel points, you can spend an extra 1,000 for an extra vote. And Josh is in a different car. He's had the Aston Martin for the past 3 races, but now he gets a bit of a change. Adam, the only DNF, but with that early drive-through penalty from the jump start, I'm sure he would have finished somewhere near the back. Anyway, but Deflated Wheat not having as much luck on Sunday night as he does on Thursday night, it would seem.
Yeah, seems like it. He's used it all up.
So for the final time, 1010 will post the list in the Discord of the cars you're going to be using. Final race in this playlist is Monza.
It's gone quick.
It has gone quick.
It happened the first one before. It's going to be a long one, and then it's flown by.
CTFT LMAO on last. Just a bit of fun. Now's a good time to point you towards next week's action. We are back league racing. Season 4 returns with round 10, where we will be at Singapore. So potentially second toughest track on the calendar for round number 10. And
it's a lot quicker at Singapore.
That is very true. Looking at the standings, Killian leads Colucci by 29 points, which means I think Killian has won this championship with a round to spare. 1010 is your driver of the day for Austria. Congratulations, 1010. Commiserations, TJ. Very close.
So close.
Everyone has some points, indeed, and that
Apart
is...
from us.
Yeah, that's really good to see.
Yeah, you don't want to have 0 next year then, will you?
More information about our league is in the chat right now. We race on Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday evenings for no assist, assist tier 1 and assist tier 2 respectively. Season 4 is a custom calendar chosen randomly by a wheel generator. That's why the races are a bit odd and mixed up and different. See you, mate. See you both. Have a good stream, mate.
25% for this one.
Indeed. This was a last-minute addition. But we will be having a 25% race now around Monza in these realistic cars. That will potentially hinder the likes of Killian and Colucci. Might give those in the quicker cars more incentive to have a really good race. And just to put it into perspective, if CT wins this race, he goes up to 28 or 29 points, could put him in the top 8. That's how much things could change right now.
Yep. It'll all change around.
It's not over. Joseph Ailes thinks we should do double points for the race. Is that just because Killian is winning?
Yeah. That was weird how they did that a few seasons ago.
Yeah, it was a bit odd, wasn't it?
Yeah. I wasn't really a fan of it. It's because you did so good, Nofta. You did so well.
Just catching up with Discord, it's very difficult.
It seems to update every second.
Surely double point. It is not up to me, chat. I am not organising this event. I am just streaming.
Yeah, I'm having nothing to do with that.
And trying to make this as entertaining as possible. Obviously the drivers do a lot of the work. 1010 has given a good chunk of free time to organise this.
Yeah, he's done really well.
Should have a lot of plaudits and praise after the stream. We will thank him at the end as well.
And give him a thanks in the Discord as well.
Yes.
And then to stop winning LS6 races as well.
Killian is not allowed to win 13 laps in a damn Haas. What are you on about? Only your first race was good. I mean, you're up there in the top 6, so you must have been doing pretty well tonight.
Consistent.
You're going to Tucker. Nice to have you back, man. Don't be a stranger. Pop in and say hi. Best of luck with life, whatever's going on with you at the moment. Yeah, hopefully speak to you soon, mate.
Yeah, best wishes, mate. Be nice to speak to you again at some point. So, yeah, it was lovely seeing you again.
This is going to be embarrassing if you finish last. It's just a bit of fun. Like, in terms of 82, you're up there with the cream of the crop. So, just because a couple of 5-lappers didn't go your way doesn't mean you should be embarrassed, mate. 100%. Like, you're still within that championship fight on Sunday night, so, you know, I wouldn't worry at all. Joseph needs to win. He's 26th in the world around here, and he's in the AlphaTauri, which is a missile. So then, Padge, who should we spectate for the final quali lap?
Ooh. Let's do TD. You can find them.
No pressure, Tom Dog, but you're up.
This one without a line. So,
in the McLarens, it might have a realistic shot at a decent quali. Josh up there in the Haas at the moment, out of turn 2. Really good first sector. Question is, what kind of setup do you run for the 25% race? Do you run low wing or high wing? Or as TD just goes on at turn 4, and there's the laugh that Pat was talking about earlier.
It's difficult.
Stick on board. He'll hate me. The more I'm on board with him, he'll hate me more.
Oh, this has got a man as well.
10-10 dropped to the back as well, so mistake from 10-10. Hissy retires.
Go on, CT, go on.
Look at that, CT in very esteemed company right now. Killian, Wee and Josh, the 3 leaders in AT1. And CT's beating them all at the moment. And as they come across the line, it's CT, pole position by 0.3 of a second. Killian Weed, Josh Novitek, 5th place in what he called a rubbish Haas, so that's a pretty good lap there. Hunty, Mason, TJ, Sox and Colucci in the top 10. TD 10th away from a top 10 spot.
That's crazy how Killian's only 3 times slower than CT, and they're in like
well, I mean, this is kind of the difference between AT1 and AT2. Like,
yeah,
I'd say there's roughly about 9/10 between quickest AT1 and the quickest AT2 quali times.
Yeah, about a second. Yeah.
Maybe a second, depending on the track, depending on
if
someone hooks up a perfect lap or not. There we go. Only 3 retirement stroke invalidations. Hissy, 10-10 and Johnny B. Joseph Hales, 12th place after what looks like a hefty mistake. CTFD taking pole position, and in the Mercedes.
He's a fine driver, Ritz.
Could we see a CTFD win here at Monza?
And if you don't worry about it.
I believe there is still no damage on, so don't expect to see any safety cars. Everyone will have to make a mandatory pit stop, but it should just be a simple soft to medium or medium to soft strat.
I think they wanted a broadcast safety car. I think I heard someone say.
If there's no damage, I doubt there'll be any safety cars.
No.
So, yeah.
And you don't want damage now.
So for the final time this evening, off we go in the 5-lap showdown as CT gets a good start and positions that Mercedes in exactly the right spot. Deflated wheat in the Alfa Romeo this time around, trying to swing it around the outside. Oh, loses the rear, and there's loads of carnage happening in turns 1 and 2. We've got TJ off, we've got Killian all the way at the back, taking the escape road through the first corner. CT has escaped everything as Deflated Wee got nudged over the turn 2 curb, and a bit of oversteer through the chicane for Deflated Wee, and his teammate Hunty goes up into 2nd place.
Unfortunately, Killian dropped to the back. I'm sure if I is way through though.
Rids, this one is a 25% race. We decided, because we were a bit ahead of schedule, to make this one a 25%. Oh, and a big mistake there for Mason through Ascari chicane. Had to lift off the throttle considerably. 10-10 flies through into 4th. And now Colucci and Hissy getting past Mason as well. Down before the final corner. CT leads by 2.5 seconds. Deflated Wheat fighting his teammate into the first corner. But that's some good defence from Hunty.
Yeah, the brakes about the same point, didn't they?
Oh, and AlphaTauri off. That is Johnny B at the opening corner. Or was there threatening to go 3 wide here? As TD backs out.
Yeah,
that move.
Yeah, but quite late then.
And Sox looking to go down the inside. We got more drivers struggling through the turn 4 chicane. I think Johnny B's had a bit of an issue with maybe Joseph and Killian. TJ and maybe Novatek has lost out as well, as 1010 has spun, or some kind of mistake. Getting back up to speed now. It's all going off.
Yeah, it's not too far back.
But that time penalty, obviously, won't help. Oh, and a spin for 1010. Hell of a scary chicane. Huntsy now getting past Wee, and Wee spins now. All dropping like flies. My goodness, the 1010 decides enough is enough, and just gets out of there.
Deflected away and TD.
Oh, big move, Colucci hitting Josh's side pods. Deflated Wee trying to get past. Colucci's trying to find the traction out turn 2. And here comes TD. Is he going to do a double move? Oh my word, he's hit Colucci! And TD goes on at turn 4. Wee goes back through. And now Joseph Hales is forced off track.
That's all happening.
And now here comes Sox. One event triggers the next event. And finally there appears to be some respite out on track.
Oh, TD, lost it.
And TD's rounds through Ascari. Wow, this is... If only we had this much action in our league races.
I know.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to breathe.
I know, it'd be very difficult.
Joseph Hales and Sox now fighting over 6th place. And in the background, we got Killian, who's overtaking on the grass. But he's struggling to slow the car down. He's gone too far. Gets out of the way. Loses a place to Mason in the process.
And Killian and Joseph back together.
Colucci battling TJ for 10th. Oh, and a spin for Joseph. He lost it into the corner. Usually you see them hitting the curb and losing it, but he fully lost traction in the braking zone there. I can't believe how many spins we've seen in the opening 4 laps.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And somehow these two always end up together, Deflated Wee and Josh.
Yeah, they always seem to be on the same part of the track.
Mason getting past Sox into the final corner. No DRS down that straight, so Mason must have used some kind of overtake.
Yeah, CT doing well now. He's got his trusty Mercedes back.
Yep, 5.6 seconds the lead as they start lap 5. Hissy doing really well in P3. Will have to make an earlier pit stop than those around him on the soft tyre for the first stint.
Yeah, Hissy 12 positions out. That's really good.
And CT with a 3-second time penalty. Hunty can see that. CT has got the penalty, and it might give him a little bit more confidence to try and close that gap in the second stint. Last thing CT wants is to get another one.
Yeah, just try and keep it clean.
And will Josh go for a move down into the Ascari chicane? Nope, he is not quite close enough. As behind me got Sox defending from Killian and Mason. Killian was 15th on after the opening corner. So the fact he's up into P7 is very impressive in that Williams as well, the slowest car theoretically on the grid. As Hissy speeds in the pit lane and gets a 5-second time penalty. That may cost him a podium in this race.
Yeah.
Going 3 wide, but not for long. Sox without the DRS gets overtaken by both Killian and Mason. Mason makes slight contact with Killian. Sox makes slight contact with Mason. But thankfully, no one losing any places as Josh has made the move into turn 1 on deflated weight.
Yeah, good move. I expect that battle to go on for a while yet. DRS is very powerful here.
Mason, the only driver not to box onto mediums this time around. Everyone else on that soft medium strategy has boxed already. So expect to see Mason in this lap. But the question is, when will those medium runners pit? And will anyone go for an undercut?
Yeah, just thinking, I think maybe Deflated might go for the undercut on Josh.
Colucci could go for an undercut on Sox, and Novatek could go for an undercut on TD. So plenty of options for some earlier pit stops, but we and Josh stay out. Mason showing good pace actually on those soft tyres, stays out again for another lap.
Yeah, with Deflated and Josh battling, Killian's catching them up.
And Deflated got an absolute monster exit out of turn 2. No DRS down this straight. But Josh staying ahead into turn 4.
I think Killian should have gone for the undercut. Anyway.
Maybe, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Only 2 seconds behind Josh and Wee. Certainly if Killian keeps this up, we'll be in with a strong shout of driver of the day for Monza.
Yeah, I think he likes that car.
Hissy's made a slight mistake at turn 4 chicane. He's lost a couple of places to Novatek and TD. Novatek has made that move done on TD as well in the past few moments.
Yeah, Hissy was having a good race before the pit stop.
Hissy, of course, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. CTFD, the only other driver with a time penalty. That is 3 seconds as things stand. And still, Josh and we deciding to battle. Mason finally pits, and Colucci, the first one on those mediums to box for softs. And let's see what Josh's straight line speed is. He's not using any overtake, and he is gaining on the back of Wee in his Alfa Romeo.
I wonder if anyone went using 00 wings.
Would not surprise me. CTFD last Sunday at Miami ran 00 wings, can you believe it?
And it rained as well, didn't it?
Yeah. In the sprint race, it was full wet tyres.
Yeah, madness.
So Colucci and Mason boxing on the same lap. Colucci has now got a set of soft tyres on the car. CTFD pits from the lead. And you can just see how much confidence Colucci has in those new soft compound of tyre. Hunty pits and gets a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's pretty much all but confirmed CTFD's win, unless CTFD makes a mistake.
Yeah. Got a few people in the pits now.
This will most likely bring Josh and Wee into podium contention. as we got a very slow moving Haas.
Oh, it's a McLaren spun. TJ.
Is that Novitek? Novitek was moving very slowly. But I'm not too sure why. That was very strange.
Yeah, don't understand that one.
TD yet to pit. Hunty has just come out onto a new set of soft tyres.
Oh, deflated we stayed out. Okay. So you might lose a place to Josh and Killian.
Well, Deflated Wee is hoping that Josh can get caught up in a fight with someone, but as things stand, Josh has 4 seconds of free track ahead, where he will encounter this fight between TD and Hunty.
He pits. No speeding. A cruise in the park for CT.
Josh has closed that gap to TD by another 2 seconds this lap alone. This is a really good outlap from Josh. As a result, Deflated Wee might not get that undercut. And there he is, right ahead of him. Josh's tyres are up to temperature. Deflated Wee gives him just enough room, but not enough room to go for the overtake. But this is where Josh's warm tyres will come into fray.
Yeah, Deflated done amazing to get out ahead.
So it's as they were. Wee and Josh, nothing to separate them, not even a pit stop can give one an advantage over the other. And Deflated Wee's had a really good exit out of the second Lesmo. Doesn't stop Josh getting the DRS, but does stop him making a move into Ascari. But Josh has had a better Ascari chicane as TD gets a time penalty from 4th. Hissy having a really good race up there in 2nd right now, but that 5-second penalty will mean that Wee and Josh are in podium range. Hunty and Hissy. Hunty, really impressive race. In the same car as Deflated Wee, and outscoring Deflated Wee right now. Very impressive by the newest member to IRL.
Yeah, I'll have to check his times out to see if he's 81 or 82.
So far, I would say 100%. 81.
Yeah.
Very impressive
Oh,
stuff.
moment for TD at the chicane.
Josh trying to go around the outside.
What? Oh. Oh,
Oh, and Josh is off! I think TD tried to squeeze Josh as much as he could to try and prevent the move into the first Lesmo corner. And because Josh had such a wide line, he lost traction on the exit curb.
Yeah, you don't really often see moves around the outside through that corner.
Yeah, I think it did look like TD squeezed him, but it didn't look like it was an unfair squeeze.
No, I think it's just the way that corner is.
Yeah, I think it was just the nature of the corner. But now Deflated Wee going around the... Oh, they both spun! Wee and TD!
Oh, not again.
And some might say, ironically, Josh goes through.
I know if TD... Oh no, TD had to fit anyway, I think. First set of stuff. No, TD hadn't pitted yet.
Colucci retires in the pit lane. TD is boxing now, so he can go for a fastest lap attempt. I know TD. So then, with 1 and a bit laps remaining, CT leads this race by a whopping 11 seconds. Hunty and Hissy both have time penalties, but Killian, who is now up to 4th after being last on the opening corner, might find himself closing in on a potential podium here if he can get within 5 seconds of Hissy. Meanwhile, we got Wee and Socks fighting over P7, which might turn into P6 once Mason's penalty is applied.
Yeah, Hissy got DRS as well, so it ain't going to be easy for Killian. Get a second out of him.
Let's put the penalty graphic up. Hunty and Hissy both with 5 seconds. So if Killian can get within 5 seconds of Hunty, he will be second in this race. Joseph Hales sets a new fastest lap of the race on the medium compound tyre. But I know TD will be going for that on this current lap. Mason with 8 seconds of time penalties. So
Killian is almost there now. He might just get ahead of Hissy here on the podium.
But for CT, well, he got pole position as there's a yellow flag and it's deflated wheat, having a bit of a spin at the first Lasmo corner.
Oh, Hunty into the wall.
CT led in quali, had the car, had the pace, and wins by a country mile. As I say, Hunty with that last minute spin means Killian now is on the podium, but will it be second? It's really close. And he misses out by a 10th.
Yeah. Hissy had a lot of battery left for the last lap, so that's what did it.
Hissy on the podium, great drive. Josh up into P4 after an incident with TD.
Yeah, I think Josh came together with Colucci as well.
And some customary donuts from Wee and Hales, and here comes TD. Or he doesn't get the fastest lap, but he will get a point for his efforts. Johnny B.
Hissy up 13 places for second.
And it's always nice to see a few donuts.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Thank you very much, Joseph and Deflated. And, wow, we need to get a driver of the day out for Monza then.
Ooh, wow. Hissy got second, up 13 places. Killian had a great comeback drive as well. Third. CT dominated. Yeah. It was quite a mad race. Hunty nearly had a podium, but lost it last lap.
So CTFD takes the win here in Monza for an unscheduled 25% race to finish off our 5-lap showdown. Hissy up from 15th to P2, and even that 5-second penalty couldn't stop him taking the runner-up spot. Killian will be third. Josh, really good race. Bit of a spin involving TD. Hunty has really impressed tonight. I don't know about you, Padge, but I've been very impressed with Hunty this evening.
Yeah, he's shown really good pace. I have put him 81 reserve, so maybe we'll have to see how you get on Thursday.
Socks, Novatech, Mason, TJ and TD all finishing in the points. Johnny B, Deflated, and Joseph with those donuts at the end. Only a couple of DNFs to talk about. Joseph Hales, the fastest lap of the race, beating TD's attempt by just 0.2 of a second. And the driver of the day is live. Make sure you get your vote in before it expires. CTFD with the current vote at the minute. Right. So, Padge,
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to next week?
Getting back to some league racing. Starting at Singapore from the no assist.
And as they all enter back into the lobby, we can confirm Killian should win this championship. It's taking its jolly time to do so.
Yeah, good couple of hours.
Yeah, maybe by Tuesday night for no assist we'll find out who's won. But we pretty much know it's Killian already.
Oh yeah, Killian with 6 votes for driver of the day, and obviously winning the championship. Yeah, he done very well. He is a very quick driver.
Right.
Yeah, great addition to the league. It's spent 3,000 points. Thank you for watching, everyone.
We've still got no confirmation in this lobby that Killian's won, but I guess maybe it's just a glitch on my screen.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, on the last race it normally comes up with like champion. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're just waiting for someone to press A, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
Some people might still be on the old Xbox.
There we go. Okie dokie, that's not a problem. So, 5 lap showdown is complete. Killian has won overall with, I don't know how many points, but certainly in the 80
69
points.
Killian's got.
I think that was before the race, so plus another 15, that'll be 84, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Killian is from... Oh, I'm not sure. You have to ask him. Cool, so drivers of the day. For Australia, we have Novatek. For Canada, Sox won it. For Silverstone, we had Joseph Hales. Austria, Tenten got driver of the day. And for driver of the day for Monza, 25%.
Austria.
We have Killian. Second to fourth was a 4-point difference. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that, but I'm sure there'll be some kind of screenshots in the league Discord afterwards.
Yeah,
right.
hopefully.
Thank you to Padge for joining me.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, thank you for streaming again.
We are going to really enjoy next week. Round 10 is just a couple of days away. Join us on Tuesday for live coverage of NA race at Singapore for round number 10. This second half of the season is going to be unmissable, guys. Honestly, let me just talk you through the tracks we got coming up. We got Singapore, Hungary, Mexico, Bahrain. Round 14, we go to Monaco.
Night race.
With a possible night race, ending the season with Saudi Arabia, Portugal, Spain, and Japan. This second half of the season is a very difficult one, and the championships may not look the same as they do right now. So, just take a look at the champ. I'll do that in a minute. But we'll do all the championship stuff next week on our streams. That's for now. Enjoy this raid. If you like what you see, drop a follow, say hi, do whatever you want to do. They have their season finale title decider at Abu Dhabi, and there's about 11 laps left. So hope you enjoy that. We'll see you Tuesday for No Assist. Have a great, great weekend.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.